Good afternoon, everybody. We are here with Aman from Microsoft, and today we'll be asking not grueling, some easy questions.
For a change.
For a change, yes. Don't bet on it. Awesome. Aman, why don't you quickly tell us about you've been with games since the inception, since '08, and why don't you tell us a little bit about how you've seen the event grow from its trade-only baby consumer roots to what it is now?
Well, yeah, it's grown exponentially and quite surprisingly at a very, very fast pace. I don't think when you're sitting down and conceptualizing what it would look like at 2008 would have ever thought it's going to look like something like this. But yet, when we look at this, we still know that it's not reaching full potential, it's going to go bigger. The three things that I would say are number one in size, number two is content, and number three is maturity. To the naked eye, you can see the size has grown. And that's just the size of the space that we've taken, the presence that we have here, the location that we've got, and the buy more live stream is perfect. So we're very, very happy about that. I think, but the key is content. The content is so incredibly rich over here. We got Gears of War 3, which just launched 2 days back, so that's great. We've got a special booth for that. But all the other content that we've got on the Xbox stand is content that has not been launched anywhere in the world. So we've got Forza Motorsport 4, which is going to be launched in October, and we managed to get code for that. So that's brilliant. It's behind closed doors, but I think it's worth queuing up for. Then you got Kinect Sports and Kinect Dance Central, the new iteration, so season 2 of Kinect Sports and Dance Central 2. Some tremendous game which have great fan following. We've got that over there. Then you got a new IP on Kinect, Kinect Disney Adventures, which is looking great. And then we got Kinect Star Wars, a title that's people are expecting with bated breath, and a title that's going to not launch this year, it's going to launch next year. So you got really early preview code there, so we're very excited to get that. And then a lot of incredible third-party content. With Your Shape 2 on Kinect, you've got Ghost Recon with the Kinect feature on that. Also, we've got Assassin's Creed. We've got Ace Combat, which has the buy mode in that. We've got Fruit Ninja on Kinect, which the core are really excited about. That Child of Eden from Ubisoft. So some amazing content. So from a content richness, it's incredible. And then finally, I'll take you back to the press conference that we had earlier. You see Microsoft, Sony, Pluto and Red to sit across as a forum and to represent the industry over here smacks of a great sense of maturity of the industry over here. So I think from the maturity point of view also we've seen amazing growth. So both from content, from size and from maturity, Games 11 has really grown a lot.
And hopefully you'll expand that exact exponential rate in the next couple of years as well.
Oh, I can see no other way. I mean, today is just day one and it's just a few hours since it's open, but I just stand up over here and look at it and I say, you know what, it can easily grow much bigger. So we do have high aspirations for that. I don't think at all that it's reached anywhere close to its full potential, so it can only go up.
You mentioned about the Star Wars games that's interesting, and all the games that you mentioned, these are all over here for public, regular people to come on and try hands-on on the game itself. So speaking of Star Wars, we know that the game got delayed until next year, but there's also a very special edition console that's also going to be coming up with the Kinect game. Any chance that we might see it?
Not at the show floor right now.
No,
but the good news is that we will have that for the Middle East also.
Really?
So that's an incredible special bundle. For the first time ever, you will have Kinect white in color. You would have the console painted just like R2D2, and C3PO will be represented by the golden controller that we got. So I'm personally extremely excited about that. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I think anybody who's vaguely interested in Star Wars, this is going to be one collector's item.
And when do we expect the launch window to be around?
We haven't announced the launch date right now. It's going to be in 2012, but we haven't announced a specific date at this stage.
No problem. But I mean, at least we're getting it, and that's going to be one intensely fascinating to get.
Indeed.
Everybody's going to want that. You said the Gears of War 3 launched 2 days back. How has your response been within the community? I mean, obviously you have the game over here on display. A lot of people are going to come and play. But within the market itself, how's the response that you're getting from retailers in terms of not sales figures, but just how the public is responding?
Sure. So I'll give you a twofold answer. Number one is our approach, and number two is the response. So our approach was very early, as Gears of War started to get to its culmination. We knew we had a winner on our hands. We knew this is going to be big. The game was looking stupendously beautiful. The pacing that they had brought into the game was amazing, and the culmination of the story and the epic trilogy is amazing. So, however, what we did was we made a conscious decision not to sit back and let the game rest on its laurels, but we said, hey, this is a game that's going to be big. How do we make it gigantic? How do we make it obscenely huge and really invest behind the game rather than sit back and just let it through its normal course? And that's what we did. So whether it's midnight launches with retail outlet, whether it's launching pre-order campaign, we developed a Facebook app for that. We invested heavily in creating awareness around that, and we'll continue to do so. So you will soon see a lot more community building activities coming and announcements in that regard in the next few weeks. The response has been incredible. We knew we had a winner on hand, but it's been overwhelming, the kind of feedback that we're getting. And I think we're going to break some world records with Gears of War 3.
Speaking of big games, Halo Anniversary will be out soonish. Do you guys have any launch plans for that game or within the region?
Yeah, Halo Anniversary is something all the Halo fans have been looking out for. It's going to launch on November 15th exactly, on its 10th year anniversary. It's not only going to be something which celebrates the Halo IP in general, but it'll also give you a sneak peek into what you can expect from the next Halo trilogy. So we're expecting a lot of amazing stuff from Halo Anniversary. Halo as an IP has done incredibly well in the region. I think there are a lot of big Halo fans over here, and they deserve some big launches. So we can expect some big things happening around Halo also.
Brilliant. Just in closing, as your personal favorite, what is the one game that you're most looking forward to? It could be from any publisher.
My eternal favorite has always been Gears of War, and the reason is because I just find the game so incredibly gratifying at various different levels. In terms of, you can just spend 5 minutes into the game and you're just deep into it. You're not figuring out the levels or the characters, the storyline or the buttons and all that kind of stuff. You just get into it and that's it. And how it unfolds and just sucks you into the storyline is incredible. And I think Epic has got their pacing exactly right. They've got hit the sweet spot in Gears of War 3, and the whole storyline and how it comes to the forefront really makes it a must-have game this year.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks.